Hello, good day to tutor and my fellow colleagues. My name is Makrand matriculation number Z38236830001 from course Bachelor of Science in Project and Facility Management. I am from Malacca Learning Center. This semester is January 2025 and this video presentation is for subject EBME4203 Total Building Performance. Title of presentation is Strategic Plan for Enhancing Building Performance and Occupant Satisfaction. It is a case study. Content of my presentations are Introduction, Objectives of Strategic Plan, Issues related to Building Performance, Data Collection and Analysis, Solutions, and Conclusion. For this assignment, our Group 3 members had selected the iconic Menara Telecom Malaysia as case study building. So this Menara Telecom Malaysia has been facing multiple performance issues that are impacting occupants' satisfaction. Among the primary concerns are inconsistent temperature control, poor air circulation, overcrowded meeting rooms, elevator delays, slow maintenance response times, and weaknesses in access control security. This strategic plan aims to tackle these challenges by implementing data-driven solutions designed to improve indoor environment quality, optimize space functionality, and strengthen building security. By addressing these issues, the goal is to enhance the overall building experience, increase occupant comfort and safety, and create a more efficient, productive environment for everyone within the building. Now, let me explain objectives of the strategic plan. The strategic plan sets forth clear objectives aimed at enhancing building performance across several key areas. First, to improve indoor environmental quality. The plan seeks to reduce temperature fluctuations by 30% and increase air quality satisfaction from 55 to 80%. In terms of space functionality, the plan aims to reduce elevator wait times from an average of 3.5 minutes to 1.5 minutes and introduce a new booking system for optimizing the meeting room availability. Finally, with a focus on security and maintenance, the plan will reduce maintenance response times from 48 hours to 24 hours and implement stricter visitor access controls to improve safety and efficiency. Now, let us understand issues related to building performance. Menara Telecom Malaysia faces several performance challenges that are detracting from occupant satisfaction, which is impacting overall occupant satisfaction. Among these, poor air circulation, inconsistent temperature control, and noise disturbances are significant barriers to comfort and productivity. Lighting issues are causing eye strains for occupants, while overcrowded workspaces and a shortage of meeting rooms are reducing their overall efficiency. Elevator delays and restrooms maintenance problems further frustrate the occupants, compounding their dissatisfaction. Additionally, slow maintenance responses and unclear emergency procedures for routing exits and security lapses are present, which causing safety concern, especially after the working hours. Now let me explain data collection and its analysis. First is our methodology. To identify and address issues explained in the previous slide related to building issues, the study used post-occupancy evaluation approach, collecting data via electronic survey questionnaire which were distributed to building occupants at Menara Telecom Malaysia. A total of 30 respondents, including employees, contractors, and visitors, provided valuable feedback on indoor environmental quality, space functionality, maintenance, and security. Because the questionnaires were designed to answer related to these issues which we already projected. The collected data was then analyzed to identify key trends and pinpoint areas requiring improvement to enhance the overall building experience and occupants' satisfaction. Now, let us deep dive into our data analysis part. First, indoor environmental quality analysis. The indoor environmental quality plays a crucial role in workplace comfort and productivity. Our analysis focused on four key aspects, which is temperature control, air quality, noise disturbance, and lighting. Now, let me explain about these graphs. X-axis shows the rating scales corresponding to our question from the questionnaire, where 1 denotes least satisfied and 5 denotes the most satisfied response. The y-axis shows the percentage of responses for each rating. Now let me explain, start with the temperature control ratings. For temperature control, the graph is here. Okay, so 50% of the respondents were satisfied, while 23% expressed dissatisfaction primarily due to the inconsistent cooling across different areas. So 50% almost they satisfied, but whereas the others were not satisfied. Air quality rating. Now we move on to the air quality. 53, the graph is here for air quality. So 53.33% rated air quality as good. So this totals to 53.33%, they rated air quality as good, but total of 16.66% found it poor. They cited inadequate ventilation in enclosed spaces. So the reasons they given is inadequate ventilation. Now let's move on to the noise disturbance. So the graph is over here. So as we can see, 50% of the respondent approved of the noise levels, while 23.34% respondent complained about the noise disturbance, particularly in open office areas, affecting concentration and productivity. So this was their complaint about the noise. Moving on to the lighting satisfaction, the graph is here. 73.33% were satisfied. However, 10% were dissatisfied and then reported glare and insufficient brightness in certain areas. So addressing this concern will improve overall employee well-being. Now let us analyze space functionality and facility efficiency with the help of the graphs. The layout and functionality of office spaces directly impact daily operations, and we cited several areas need attention. So first we start with the workspace layout. While 52.94% of respondents were satisfied, 29.41% reported discomfort due to overcrowding and inefficient desk arrangement. So the graph of this workspace layout is here, whereby 52.94% satisfied, and here number 1 and 2 response, which is 20 total to 29.41, reported discomfort. The major issue was the overcrowding and inefficient desk arrangement. Second point is meeting room availability. 46 meeting room for availability graph is here. Total of 46.67% of respondents were satisfied. So these two graphs show, bars show that. But 30%, which is number 1 and number 2, face difficulties booking meeting spaces, which is leading to scheduling inefficiencies. The next point now is elevator efficiency. So graph is here. So 40% satisfied and 30% dissatisfied. So 30% were dissatisfied due to long wait times, especially during the peak hours. moving on to restroom cleanliness. So this is a graph here. So 76.66% rated restroom hygiene positively, yet 16.67 need suggestion for improvement, citing occasional maintenance delays. Optimizing workspace design, implementing an efficient meeting room booking system, and improving elevator scheduling can enhance overall functionality. Now let us analyze important part, which is building maintenance efficiency. So first is maintenance services. Let me explain. Efficient maintenance services are essential for a well-functioning office environment. This survey results revealed as follows. Related to maintenance services, 60% of the respondents were satisfied, but 16.66% expressed dissatisfaction and concern over slow response times and inconsistent maintenance schedule. And they have also highlighted specific areas requiring more frequent attention. So this is a graph explaining the response where 60%, this totals number 5 and number 4 graph, a bar shows total 60% respondents rated maintenance as satisfactory, whereas 16.66% expressed dissatisfaction. Moving on to next topic, which is emergency exits. While majority acknowledge, which is 76.67, they acknowledge compliance with safety standard, 16.67% raised concern about unclear signage and emergency exit route accessibility, which is quite important while in the emergency cases. And to enhance maintenance efficiency, we recommend a digitalized request tracking system and regular inspections to address facility issues promptly. Now let us analyze important topic, security measures. A secure workplace ensures safety of employees and visitors, which is quite important aspects. So let me explain now our findings, what they highlight related to security systems and access control. 63.34% were satisfied with security system, and yet 16.67% noted issues. So let's look at the graph here. Here we can total this up, graph related to 5 and 4 number graph bar totals to 63.34%. They noted satisfied with the system, and 16 for number 1 and number 2 bars, total 16.67% noted issues with access control, particularly with visitors screening, access control, and security personnel efficiency. So negative feedback primarily came from contractors, visitors, indicating a need for more streamlined security protocol. So enhancing security measures through stricter access control policies and improved visitor management system will certainly strengthen workplace safety. So now we move on to response time in maintenance requests. So this is for this we have this graph here. So 50% of respondents found response time acceptable, whereas 26.67 rated them average, and 23.34% reported dissatisfaction. Delays in addressing maintenance requests were a recurring concern, particularly for facility related issues affecting daily operations. So certainly the respondents were not satisfied, which is especially related to the daily operation, affecting the daily operations. Now let us decipher our solutions. First, strategic solutions overview. To address these issues and enhance building performance, we propose a set of targeted solutions across three main areas. First is indoor environmental quality, second is space functionality, and third is security and maintenance. These solutions are focused on leveraging data-driven improvements, optimizing operational efficiency, and improving the overall occupant experience. Our goal is to create a more comfortable, productive, and secure environment for all building occupants. Now, let us understand our proposed solution for improving indoor environmental quality. So one of the primary concern or issue identified is inconsistent temperature control and poor air circulation. To address this, we recommend to upgrade the HVAC system to provide better temperature regulation and airflow. So to provide a better temperature regulation, a real-time temperature monitoring system, airflow optimization means increasing the air changes per hour. This can be part of the upgrade. Then we also recommend to implement smart climate control sensors to maintain optimal indoor conditions. So automations within this upgrade can be integrated, and this temperature control will has to be monitored via smart sensors, and they provide feedback to the control system to take the appropriate necessary changes or adjustment to the HVAC system. Additionally, increase air filtration and ventilation maintenance schedules that will improve the air quality. So these measures will help to improve the air quality. The upgrades are expected to result in more stable temperature levels across building, in which we also suggest of the zoning, HVAC zoning as well. So all these things will certainly provide more stable temperature level across the building, and also give the better air circulation and reduce complaints related to the temperature and temperature control and stale air. Now let me explain solutions for optimizing space functionality. So the key challenge or issue that was identified was overcrowded meeting rooms and elevator delays. So as a solution to improve space functionality, we propose introducing an online room booking system to optimize the usage of meeting rooms. As well as we also propose to redesigning shared spaces that will improve accessibility and seating arrangements. Upgrading elevator systems with predictive technology will also help reduce waiting times and ensure smooth movement throughout the building. These changes will lead to better space utilization, fewer bottlenecks, and an improved overall flow, improved overall flow within the building for its occupants. Next, now let us look at our solution proposal for enhancing maintenance efficiency. Here, the key issue was slow response times. So slow response times for maintenance requests were another key issues that was identified. As a solution to address this, we suggest implementing a digital maintenance request system that will allow real-time tracking of requests and issues. We will also increase staff training to improve troubleshooting speed and efficiency. So staff training is quite crucial. So increasing this or improving this certainly will help in troubleshooting speed, reducing the troubleshooting speed. Additionally, conducting routine inspections, which is quite important, will help address minor issues before they escalate into more significant problems. These measures will result in faster maintenance response times, reducing disruptions to daily operations, and ensuring a more proactive approach to facility management. Now, let us understand solutions for strengthening security measures, which is also one of the key aspects. So security weaknesses, particularly in areas of access control and visitor management, being identified as areas needing attention. To enhance security, we propose introducing biometric access system for employees and a pre-registration process for visitors to streamline their entry. Additionally, improving security staff training will enhance screening and response protocol that is related to their inefficiencies can be improved by their training. The installation of additional CCTV cameras in key areas will further improve surveillance, ensuring better overall security and reducing risks related to unauthorized access. Now let us address the very important topic often neglected related to emergency preparedness. Especially in the case such as building as Minara Telecom Malaysia, all high-rise buildings, this issue becomes crucial. So concerns regarding emergency exit accessibility and signage visibility were raised by some respondents. That was a key issue was raised by the respondents. So as a solution to address this, we recommended installing clearer, bigger and more visible emergency exit signage throughout the building and conducting regular fire and evacuation drills to ensure occupants are well prepared in case of an emergency. So they will definitely will know the routes of emergency exits and evacuation, and the assembly area also will be well defined. Additionally, a mobile emergency notification system will provide real-time alerts to all building occupants, improving safety awareness and evacuation efficiency. So now here, as a conclusion, I would like to explain that the findings from the post-occupancy evaluation have highlighted several critical issues within Minara Telecom Malaysia that impact indoor environmental quality, space functionality, maintenance, and security. To improve occupant satisfaction and building performance, targeted improvements such as HVAC upgrades, space optimization, faster maintenance and response, and enhanced security measures are essential. So by implementing these strategies, Minara Telecom Malaysia will be able to provide a more efficient, comfortable and secure environment to all its occupants, ultimately leading to higher satisfaction and improved productivity. With this, I end my presentation here. Thank you for listening to me.